that right there would have been somewhere around $800 in commissions for me as a sales rep.
Right.
And I'm like, this is my first day doing this. People do this 90-day thing and they learn how to sell or whatever. Like, it really teaches people, like, wow, selling. That's where you make the money.
What's going on, guys? This is Chandler Smith, and the point of this video is to help you decide if knocking doors and selling pest control is a good fit for you. So I'm going to be going through the qualifications to be able to work for us, the pros and the cons of the job, so that you can feel educated and be able to make the right decision on whether you should interview for a job here at Aptive. So when I was 21 years old, I had just started college, I had no money, and I was desperate for a job. So I started applying all over the place, and everywhere that I applied wasn't even willing to give me an interview. Now finally I had the opportunity to apply an interview here at Aptive, and they thought that I'd be a good fit. So I committed to leave my home and go out to California to work as a door-to-door salesman for a full 4 months. When I made this decision, it was really intimidating because it was a different part of the country and I had no idea what to expect, but I jumped in with both feet. So I went out to California and immediately I recognized that it was a hard job. I actually struggled and didn't sell anything for my first 2 weeks. But once I put in the effort, the energy, the time into the training, I was able to get to a point where 2 weeks in, I got my first sale and the rest was history. I fell in love with the job. I got really good at selling people pest control, connecting with people, and I ended up selling 459 accounts, which at the time was the record for a rookie at Aptive. This made it so that I ended up making $96,000 in my first summer, but it also opened this world of opportunities that I had no idea was there. So I ended up deciding, after making all that money and having such a good experience that first summer, that I would do it again. So I came out the next year, but because I had done so well, I had the opportunity to work in a management position. So now not only was I selling, but I was also managing about 15 guys. Now that year, I sold even more accounts. I learned a ton about leadership, taking care of my guys, and a lot of them ended up doing really well as well. So that year I jumped from $96,000 in earnings all the way up to $140,000 in earnings. Now at this point, I knew there was something to this. It opened up all these opportunities with investing in real estate. I committed to continue to hire and train sales reps, and now 7 years later, I manage over 200 sales reps that this last year ended up doing over 20,000 accounts of pest control. That means over $10 million in revenue that we created for Aptive. Now, the money I acquired in this job has been incredible, but it doesn't even skim the surface of everything that I've gotten out of the job. It's given me the opportunity to learn how to connect with people, to make a good first impression, and to have all of these incredible experiences with hundreds of thousands of different people. On top of that, I've had the chance to learn how to hire a good sales rep, to train them, and to give them a good experience, to give them this vehicle to where if they use it properly, they can not only get ahead, but they can learn a skill set that will set them apart from everyone else for the rest of their lives. This last year, our best sales rep sold over 1,200 accounts. That means in under 5 months, he was able to make over $300,000 selling pest control. Now, these are the big numbers, but our average guy that works for us makes right around $28,000 in just one summer. And even our worst case scenario guys are still clearing $10,000 in the course of a summer, which is way more than they could make working a minimum wage job or even working $10 an hour at a 40 a week job had they done that instead. This job has been able to help thousands of sales reps. It's made it so they can stay out of school debt, so they can get ahead enough to be able to get married or buy the house or buy the cars that they want, so that they have money to go into further education or start investing in real estate or do whatever they want to because money doesn't get in the way. And on top of that, they'll gain a skill set that will set them apart from everyone else for the rest of their life. Some of the common questions that people ask are, what do I need to be able to go out and work for the summer? First off, you need a way to get there, preferably a car that you can use during the summer to get around so you can have awesome experiences while you're in a different city. You also need to know that we are taking care of all of your housing. Now, housing costs $2,000 for you, but we're just going to deduct that from your paycheck every 2 weeks. And if you sell over 200 accounts, you get all of your rent for free for the summer. And we do that for you because we want this to be an awesome experience where you don't have to worry about your housing. On top of that, you're going to need to purchase your own iPad that you can use to sign people up. And that iPad is going to need data. However, we do all kinds of incentives before the summer starts. So if you're willing to work for us now and you get through our interview process, there will be multiple opportunities where if you do the right things, if you train properly, then we will provide a way so that you can win a free iPad that you'll be able to use in the summer. Outside of that, all you need is to bring clothes and be ready to have an awesome experience so that you can come out with an awesome attitude. We've built up the job like crazy, and I know a lot of people are saying, well, Chandler, this job sounds way too good to be true. And the reality is that it is. This job is extremely hard, and so I want to hit on all of the hard things involved with the job. First off, there are certain requirements you have to meet to be able to come and work for us. You have to do well in your interview so that you can get hired. You have to be able to pass a drug test. You have to be able to pass a background check. And you have to be able to look us in the eye and commit to being able to work long, hard hours. We're going to be starting at 9 a.m. and working till 9 p.m. with an hour for training in the morning and an hour for lunch. And that's a consistent grind. You're going to have hundreds of people every single day tell you no. And a lot of them are going to do it in a way that's not very nice. You're going to face all kinds of rejection and frustration. And a lot of days you're going to be doing it in 100-degree weather. And you're going to be asking yourself, wow, is this really worth it? And I promise you that it is, but you're going to have to be willing to make these sacrifices. You're going to have to be willing to move from wherever you're living now and go to a completely different city that we'll select for you so that you can work with the team that we put you on. You're going to have to be willing to adjust and handle negative things as they come, because I promise you, throughout the summer, you're going to have weird stuff happen. People are going to call the cops on you. They're going to harass you. You're going to have all of these different weird things, and every day you're going to have to handle them with a positive mindset, with a big smile on your face, and you're going to have to be able to not only deal with all of that, but then remember to apply the incredible training that we're going to be giving you every single day. But the biggest thing that you need to know is that if you are willing to work hard and keep a positive attitude through all of the opposition that you'll face in the summer, I promise you we are going to make it so that you have an incredible experience in the summer. We've hit on the negatives, but some of the huge positives about working with Aptive are that we are the best at what we do. We have the best sales training in the world. We're going to teach you verbal, nonverbal, and paraverbal skills so that you can make an incredible first impression. We're also going to go through the entire sales process so you know exactly what to say and how to say it so you can make a great first impression and become a great salesman. On top of that, we have the best sales technology so that you can keep track of everything that you do in the day, all the people that you talk to, the people you need to go back to. We keep track of all of your numbers so you can see what you've done to improve or what you're doing to take steps backwards so that we can correct it and help you to make the right steps. We've got competitions almost every single day with huge incentives. This year, my team won the entire cup, which is the big competition we have, which means every single person on the team not only made incredible money, but ended up winning over $8,000 worth of prizes. We're going to be able to give you next level training where we not only do morning trainings, but we come on the doors with you so you can see the whole sales process. You can see the things that you need to do better, and we'll also let you go on the doors while we critique you. We're going to critique you at nights where we record everything that you say and do, and then we can help you make adjustments and change your pitch so that you can become an incredible salesman. If you look online, we have the best reviews and we have the best service. which is extremely important because you're gonna be selling 1-year contracts of a pest control service, and you want to know that we're going to deliver on that service. And you can see that we already have with the thousands of customers that have gone online and given us awesome reviews. We were ranked number 76 on Glassdoor, right next to Goldman Sachs, as the best place to work. And that is because in every single category, we have done everything we can to give you an awesome experience as an employee of Aptive.